Okay, I thought I'd do a quick video here to show the Mobius Infinity pedals that I recently got off of a Kickstarter campaign. I think I'm one of the earlier folks to get them, so I thought I'd just show you what we were going to get. I received this box in the mail not too long ago. It's actually a pretty nice box here. It's got the Mobius name and logo stamped into the front. I got the steel pedals. They supposedly they're about 197 grams for the actual spindles themselves, and a little bit more for the cleats. These came from www.mobiuscycling.com, and this is the Infinity pedal system. So here's the box. You open it up, you can see the pedals in here. There's also instructions on how to bend the cleats. We'll get to that in a little bit. This is what you see. You get the pedals. I'll take one out. Actually, very nice. They don't use the square pedal attachment. So when you put these on, you can't use a square pedal wrench. You have to use a giant Allen key, but that shouldn't be a problem. You can squish them with your fingers a little bit, but it takes some effort. I got the black ones. They also come in red, green, and yellow, I believe. And once again, I got the steel ones, so this is a steel pedal. They both come in this little foam thing, and then if you take the foam out, you get the other half, and that is the cleats. I'll show you a cleat. This is the left cleat, and then the right cleat is over here, and it comes with the screws, Allen keyed screws to put them into your shoe. So really nice packaging here. Put that all back together. And one of the things that inside the lid, they go over the instructions on how to set up the cleat for your shoe. You have to bend the tabs a little bit to meet the outside, and I think it guides it in. Putting them on the shoes was fairly easy. The only trick was bending the tabs out. Bending the tabs out was a lot more difficult than I expected. One of the things you have to do is bend these tabs to meet the shoes. It takes a lot more effort to bend those than I expected, but it wasn't too bad. Nothing that a good wrench can't do. When you put the new pedals on, the Mobius pedals, you're going to use an Allen key. It looks like a 5/16 or on the metric side a number 8. Both would work. All my pedals use this kind of attachment. So the Allen key method. I know other bikes use it, and actually I think most of my clipless pedals have both options. But this is what I normally use for my pedals. So I hadn't used the Allens before, but it worked out just fine. No problem there. So this is what the pedals look like on the bike. They actually look pretty good. We're going to give it a try and see how it works clipping in and out. So I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod so we can take a look and see what it looks like clipping in and out. Okay, so walking in the shoes is not much different. Actually, it's probably a little easier than the SPD. These shoes, they have the walkable soles, so you can walk in them. The SPD is always stuck out a little bit, so when I walked, I always crunched. And these crunch too. I think these are kind of shallow. But they're actually a little easier. I thought they might be a little harder, but they're actually easier to walk in than the SPDs. So that's a good thing. So last night while editing, I realized that I put the cleats on backwards. So that's probably one of the reasons why I had a little difficulty yesterday getting in and out. So I'm going to switch those around and give it another try. So I'll be back in just a second and show you what they look like put on the right way. Okay, we're halfway through putting the pedals on the right way. So just a reminder, the wrong way and the right way. Wrong, correct. All right, we'll finish these up here in just a second. All right, we've got both pedals put on the correct way. Notice the openings are towards the front of the shoe. I screwed that up. All right, let's give this a try. All right, this is my first time trying it with the cleats mounted the right way. In, out, in, out, in, out. So normally I use the SPD type, and I like the ones that flip, so you have SPD on one side, platforms on the other. So that's what I'm normally used to. But I've got to say, now that I have the cleats on the shoes installed the right way, these Infinity pedals are actually really easy to get in and out of. I think a little more practice and I'll be able to do it real quick. Obviously I'm quicker on the SPDs, but I've got several years of experience with those, and they're on my road bike and my touring bike and all my various bikes. So this is a neat neat pedal. It certainly is easy to get out of and holds you nice and firm. So I like them. I think this is a good pedal.